The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you vomit, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.
Yo, what's up, man? Damn, I was just acting like for a quick second, I didn't even know where I was at. What's up, party people? Man, look, I love you guys, man. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in, man. This is Mike Robertson Blvd. This your boy Mike Robertson. Super duper solo on the MIC tonight. That's why it's all zoomed in on me, baby, because ain't nobody here but me, baby. Now, this is my first time doing this shit by myself, so we about to have some fun. I might say some fucking crazy shit. You might get deeper into the mind of the man. But what can I do about it? Anyway, I want to give shouts out to my homeboy, Mr. Grandmaster Melly Mel, the most interesting comic in the world. The nigga sick tonight. Hit me with the hot cool text about 8:17 saying he wasn't going to be here. Hope you feel better, homie. We flexible like that, so it don't really matter. Melrose is the utmost professional, so whatever. Then my man, DeJuan Brown. What's up, DeJuan? DeJuan is opening up for Paul Mooney at the J Spot tonight. What's up with that, man? You know what I'm saying? Paul Mooney. A nigga could take that shit to the grave like, yeah, man, telling your grandkids on your knee, nigga. I opened up for fucking Paul Mooney, nigga. Please, man. So you won't see him here tonight. After the show, I'm going to mash up there, man. It's at the J Spot, man. They got a late show. So if niggas want to get out, 10 o'clock, baby. It's DeJuan Brown. We got the Poetess in the building. How's it going, Poetess?
All is good.
All is good. Poetess, do you like the Poetess? You like the on it? You like the on it, huh? So it's kind of like somebody tripping if they just be like, Poetess.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, but the kind of is like official, like
Title.
Like ma'am. No, not like ma'am, huh? Like MC. You know what I mean? I don't know. Poetess is in the house. Right. So look, man, we're going to talk about some stuff today, man. I got shit to talk about. Yeah, she gives applause. She controls the applause. I feel you. I ain't mad at you. If I could walk around and just pop off some applause wherever I want to, whenever I want to, I would be doing that shit all the time. Nigga walk up in Earl's vegan place, be like, clap, 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 clap. Yeah, like, hey, can I get that vegan chili cheese fries? And niggas be clapping. That shit would be funny, man. Anyways, we're going to do Is It a Crime tonight. This is the first time that I usually pick these Is It a Crime items to see what these fools are going to say, but now I got to just see what I'm going to say about it. But anyway, we're going to do Is It a Crime? Talk about some trending stuff. And just all that good stuff, man. Is that cool? We're going to do that? We're going to do that? All right. Look, I really desperately need a caller tonight. 293. Okay, I'm sorry. 323-293-3375. All right. Even if it's my man Darnell from Tuscaloosa, man. Where you at? You want to co-host the show? All right, man. First thing. Look, I don't know why this thing really affected me so much today. But this shit really put a damper on the second half of my day. And what I'm talking about is the fucking Des Bryant, is it a catch, was ruled a catch today by the NFL, man. 4 years later. You know the catch against Green Bay that they said it wasn't a catch, even though he caught it? We was on our way to the Super Bowl, man. Tony Romo was going to get his. He was the best quarterback of that postseason by far. This nigga isn't a catch, is not a catch, man. So when I heard that shit, it was like I felt good because I knew it was a catch. But it's like, man, dude, man, just, we needed that one, man. Fuckers. Goddamn refs, man. What are they thinking, dude? Why do they do certain shit, man? When I used to be a coach, dude, when I was a kid, man, fucking refs, dude, would be cheating, dude. And I would be seeing it, man. Or they'll be like fudging the game and shit and changing the course of a game and shit by putting the ball at this yard mark instead of this one, or saying he stepped out if he didn't, or saying he did step out if he did, and all that type shit, man. They be controlling these games, man. I seen it, dude. So y'all fuckers, man, we had a Super Bowl, dude. Now I will say on the other end though, I have been a referee. When my son was playing basketball, dude, that shit, I was a referee and he was only like 9, nigga. And that shit was high pressure, man. Fucking parents screaming at me and shit, talking about I missed this and that. You can't see? Man, what's up, ref? What's up, ref? Damn, it was pressure, man. I quit after like one day, man. I'm like, dude, I was just volunteering a snack shack or some shit, nigga. I can't fuck with y'all. I'm gonna beat somebody's ass out here, man, over some games. Anyways, man. I just want to talk about that because, man, that Des Bryant shit hurt me, man. For real, man. We was so close, dude. And the shit really was a catch, man. God damn it. All right, next item. Let's talk about these taking guns to school bullshit, man. What the hell type of dumb shit is that? That's the stupidest shit I heard this fucking president say, man. I don't be talking about the president because everybody, all y'all do a good job about it, but that shit is dumb, dude. Why the fuck would you want these fucking old ladies in a goddamn classroom with guns, man? Why? And look, why would a teacher even want to be a teacher no more, man, if they had to take a gun? They not... Being a cop, man, that's some shit for certain people, man. And you just sign up for that shit because you that type of guy, man. A lady that's just an English teacher don't want to be toting no gun, man. And if she does want to tote a gun, she already got a gun with her. You just don't know about it. She got one in the car. She got one in her purse. Nigga, she probably got a little strap under the little drawer piece, nigga, in the classroom for special situations, nigga. She already got one. Other than that, man, chicks don't want to be bringing no guns. And it ain't just the chicks, it's the dudes, too. These punk-ass teachers with they pencil pocket shirt-ass having motherfuckers. These niggas do not want to be shooting nobody, man. It's not their responsibility. They shouldn't have to do it. What's going to happen when the little kids go in the classroom and get the teacher's gun? Oh, had you ever thought about that? And what about when they all conspire to say, hey, dude, everybody in everybody class, let's get everybody's gun, man. We're going to do that shit today, and we're going to take over, man. You know how easy that shit would be? You know how easy it would be to knock out your English teacher, dude, and take her gun, dog? So fucking stupid, dude. And then, why would you want other adults shooting who don't know how to shoot around your kids, man? That shit is whack, too. How about whooping these little kids' ass when you first saw signs of the bullshit? How about that? How about doing something about it, man? For real, man. That is stupid to me, dude. It ain't even no jokes about it. Excuse me. Ain't even no jokes about it, man. That shit is just stupid. Now, I taught before. How about that, motherfucker? I've been in the classroom. I know teachers. I know resource teachers. And the little security guys. And the fucking PE teachers, man. Yeah, I know them all, man. I seen them. I don't want none of them niggas with guns around me. Period. Now, if somebody got to have a gun, I want to be the one with the gun. But once again, if I want to have a gun at school, if I work at, what's that school called? What was that shit with Joe Clark?
Stand By Me.
Yeah, the Stand By Me school, nigga. Yes. Strap up, motherfucker. Get your AR-15s. But that's not where the mass shootings is happening at. Has niggas mass shot up Centennial and Washington? Now, if you add all the years together, you could count it as a mass shooting. Niggas rolling by shooting. But so if you in them urban environments where it's dangerous and you know the kids got guns and stuff. See, that's the other thing about it, right? How about this? Now the teachers got guns. Oh, well, the kids got guns too. Kids don't want to be without guns. Now, everybody got... So every school is just a wild, wild west, man? Fuck that, man. I'm not with that. I'm with myself having a gun. I'm with the people who got guns at the school standing up and doing what they supposed to do about it, man. Like these fools at this last school, man. Fools didn't even go into school, man. You know, it's like... Dude, how could you be that way, dude? Even if I was a parent dropping off my kid or picking up my kid and I had a gun and niggas is shooting, nigga, I'm going in that motherfucker. And matter of fact, if my kids are there, nigga, I'm just going to go in anyway, nigga. If at a minimum be a distraction, motherfucker. But, I don't know, man. I ain't feeling it, man. Anybody want to call in, man? 323-293-3375. Somebody, man. I ain't feeling it. Not at all, man. What else I want to talk about? Excuse me. Wow. All that talking. We just up to 12 minutes. All right. Earlier I was talking, we were outside the studio talking about looking fresh. Looking fresh in the game, man. And I'm a type motherfucker that, like, when it's time to look fresh, I want to really look fresh. So we were talking about tuxedos and shit. Me and Sheena outside in the kitchen. And the thing is, so the question I want to pose is, how much is a good price to pay for a tuxedo? Now, if you're in the game and you know, out here in the industry and you're doing things, man, you have so many opportunities to wear a tuxedo. Whether it's the Image Awards, whether it's the Oscars, whether it's this, whether it's that. So-and-so is getting recognized at this banquet and this thing and it's black tie. Motherfuckers be getting dressed up as shit. Now, your everyday look is cool, super slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Jeans, shoes. I'm like more like a skater type, so my shit be raggedy kind of, honestly. But when it's time to get fresh, I don't want the little bullshit tuxedo, man. So what I was saying is, I have a tuxedo, man, but I don't even like going to tuxedo shit because my tuxedo is just kind of regular. Like somebody's my size and shit, and they gave it to me and shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I picked it out. So I feel like thinking like I need to invest in a good tuxedo. And I would say I want to spend like somewhere between like 500 and a G. Somewhere in the middle. And just get something that's cool. Now, I know you can go up in the game and, you know, be like the Godfather and shit and get nicer ones. But I'm going to do something like that. So next, when my homies and my homegirls and all my friends are receiving these awards and stuff, man, I can be like, man, I'm falling through. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get my tuxedo game up. I think that's what I'm saying right now, man. Get my tuxedo game up. So that's how much I would spend, man. Another thing I want to talk about. This shit is trending today. This Canelo Triple G fight number 2. It's like this big deal and shit. And it's just like, man, to me, with the world star fights and the media takeouts, and now how you could just see so many fights on social media and they real fights and niggas getting knocked out and brawls and shit and chicks getting their extensions pulled out and titties popping out, all that type shit. You can see real fucking fights now, man. These pay fights are not as exciting to me. I know they're like professional and they're well trained and all that type shit, but I don't know, man. I feel like that shit is weak. It's boring, you know? Maybe going to a fight. I've never been to a fight, though. I've been in a lot of fights. I never been to one. Have you ever been? You go to the fight game, POTUS? What's up with that? Ah, is that shit exciting? I bet being there is exciting, huh? Being there is exciting. I know a nigga would like to be like ringside to some Mayweather type shit. That shit would be hot. But I don't know, man. The fight game is kind of boring to me, man, honestly. I think the way the MMA came and the real fights and all that, man, that shit just got like hella boring, dude. That's what I think. What else is happening, man? There's a new fucking Bachelor and shit. There's a new Bachelor. It's like, dude, people be talking shit about the Bachelor like he's doing somebody wrong or something, dude. And it's like, and then at the end, everybody get their heart broken. Like 2 people survive it, and everyone else is 24 broken hearts, and 2 survive. You're like playing with some serious odds right there, man. They be going at it, but I don't watch that bullshit no more anyway. It's kind of boring. We need to see like what was them old shits like? BET had this little thing, some BET shit. That shit was crazy and wild with college kids. I don't know, man. I'm blanking out. Anyway, look, let's take a music break, y'all. And let's get back to some more rambling. Hey, what's up, you guys? Mike is back in the place to be. What's Papa Lockin'? Yeah, man. So earlier I was talking about this ramping and raving about education and having guns in schools, and I mentioned that I used to be a teacher. So the most ridiculous thing you could ever imagine possibly is me as a teacher. But I was a good teacher, dude. I was bomb, dude. The kids liked me a lot, dude. And I liked them and shit. It was just like the system of teaching and all that shit that I didn't like, right? So let me tell you how this shit came about. Because never did I live my life saying like, dude, I want to be a teacher, man. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of like hate school. And I'm a bad student. And I don't do homework, and I just get by and shit. You know what I mean? That's me as a student. Now, school, chilling and fashion and partying and all that. Oh, I like that part of school. But me as a student, never. So, here's how it happened. I graduated from school, and I was a horrible student. So it wasn't like I had jobs lined up and shit. Because some type motherfuckers at school be having their jobs lined up. And they had interviewed and all that. So I did the little interviews. You put your suit on, get in a long-ass line and shit. Everybody saying the same shit. And so with that said, they just judging on like your jobs you had and like your grades and stuff. So I didn't have no internships. I didn't have nothing, man. Well, I was partying. But that's another story. So what happened was I was chilling with the homie, and we were indulging in herbal activities heavily, royally. I'm talking about like Palm Springs, 3-day weekend, Memorial Day weekend is what it was. And we was there with DJs and rappers and... Man, you can just imagine it was ridiculous levels, right? Me just living my regular life. Then had no ducats. Didn't know. Well, I had some ducats because I was like a hustler, but I didn't have like no ducats, right? I was short. So the homie was like, well, nigga, you got that. You got a degree, nigga. You can teach. I was like, nigga, I can't teach. He's like, nigga, you can teach, bro. All you got to do is have a degree. I was like, really? Nigga said, yeah, man. You just got to like go to the school district, sign up, whatever. So at the time, Compton School District was the district that was the neediest for new people. So literally, nigga, from Palm Springs on a Sunday, on a Monday. I discussed this on a Monday, and then Tuesday after Labor Day is when school starts, okay? School starts then. I literally went to the district, filled out my information, hadn't even taken the test yet. The CBAS test, I just had the promise that I was going to take the test. That's how desperate they were. I had the promise that I was going to take the test, and also I had to take a drug test, which I had not taken yet. Literally, the drug test was scheduled for about 3 days later. Well, I was in the classroom the next day. Niggas had made me a sub in 1 day, man. So I was like, God damn, this shit is moving fast, man. Wait, slow the fuck down. So here I am, dude, 22 years old, dude, thrown into Compton Unified School District at the elementary level as a substitute. In 1 day. I haven't had no pointers. Niggas didn't give me no like, hey, try this, try that. Nothing. So, dude, I'm like, dude, I can't believe this is really happening. So, boom. I go put my name on the list. They call me. Like I said, they need motherfuckers bad. And how you don't have a teacher on the first day of school, dude? You know what I mean? Or the second day of school? What type of... You're starting off on the wrong foot. So anyway, man, these niggas hired me. I was in the classroom and I was bouncing around from school to school, and it was the craziest shit I ever seen, man. These kids, man, nigga, they was bad, nigga. And like every classroom had some brilliant kids, like super smart. You could tell they was like genius-like, but they wasn't being challenged. There was like 2 of them in each class. So I was bouncing around these schools to these different classrooms, meeting all these genius kids. And like, you know how like when you in a class where people like school, and then somebody is in class talking all the time and fucking it up, and everybody frowning at that person? Well, it was flipped around where these 2 genius kids was just frowning all day at motherfuckers, just like, oh God, listen. It was crazy. It was ridiculous, man. So I done had broken up fights. Nigga, the parents rolling up to the school with OD, nigga, in the morning to drop off their kids. Craziness, right? So what happened is about 2 weeks into this, I get my drug test back. Now, let me tell you this. I used to work for the airlines. So a dude there taught everybody like how to pass, because they used to do the random shits. So basically, I knew what to do. And it was a special cocktail that I put together and basically drank that shit in 1 night, nigga, or 2 nights, and went to the shit and passed, bro. I passed. And they dipped a little thing into your sample, and if it come out a certain color, you either asked out or you good. And I was sitting there like, oh, dude, she dipping it, nigga. She about to dip it. Looking in one eye, nigga, and it was just like the right color, whatever the fuck it was supposed to be. And dude, so after they got my drug test back, and after I signed up for the CBAS, which was the test you're supposed to take, they put me in a classroom, dude. It was quick. So in the 2 weeks, I literally had my own classroom, which was 5th graders and 4th graders, all mixed in the same class, which was like a bonus class, which means they was like the class that nobody wanted. And here I am getting thrown in that shit, man. So it was kind of sad because back then, man, in Compton Unified, man, If anybody knows the history in LA, right around 1994, the state took over Compton Unified School District. Like, they took over the running of it. So I was there during the time where it was so bad that the state had to fire the superintendent and run the district. It was that bad. So principals had us cheating on tests, and we taking a little test. They posting the little answers on the wall, like you can't tell them the answers, but you can post them, and just like it was ridiculous, man, what the shit was going on. So they came in, took over, and guess what? Right when they took over after the school year, they start a new summer school. They made me a principal, dude, of a summer school. So literally, Mike Boogie became principal of at least the summer school. So when school started, I wasn't the principal no more. But for summer school, nigga, I was the principal. PAL. And I thought I was the shit, man. And it was like all along, I was like, this is a dream, dude. Like, how did I go from not ever wanting to teach ever to now, 1 year later, I am a principal in summer school, nigga? God damn. And it was a trip because, man, I had like no leadership skills whatsoever. Like, niggas was, man, they was running all over my ass, man. Man, them teachers was running all over me, dude. I walk around and go into the classroom and they jump up out their seat. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So basically what happened is I kind of got kicked out at the end. I got into it with this dude. So they had this little fool who was like a little local, little gangster type motherfucker that used to come up there and volunteer at lunchtime. So whatever, nigga, you want to volunteer and shit or whatever. And the dude, used that as his way to get attention and shit. So he would be like talking about people in the lunchroom and shit, bagging on motherfuckers, talking shit, got everybody laughing and shit. So one time he hurt this girl's feelings, was talking about her, and he said certain things about her, which were true, but still, you got to be professional, man, and be an adult and shit. Because I looked at her and was like, damn, this nigga really went there. But he went there. Talking about a grill piece and shit. But anyway, so, man, I was like, nah, man, we're not rolling like this, man. Nah, not in my school, homie. You got to be out. You're not welcome here no more times, man. And this fool, like, had a problem. So we got a problem in front of kids. And the way I handled it, we didn't throw no blows or nothing, but it was not professional. But I just didn't like how he was tripping on these kids, man. And like, being an adult, you shouldn't even be bagging with no kids. This was a professional place to be. So anyway, word got back that I had this drama with this dude, and even though I thought I handled it right, I guess I wasn't being professional with the shit I was saying, which I don't even remember what I was saying, but they was just like, you went a little too far. I was like, y'all niggas ain't trained me on shit, nigga, what the fuck? But anyway, so I was a principal. So then, man, from there, man, they docked me. So I was like, damn, I'm on the fast track, nigga. This shit about to be popping. Nigga, I went right back to being a substitute, nigga, to start the next year. But, so anyway, they need men, they need males. So I got another school, man. They picked me up real quick, man. And so my 4 years of being in Compton Unified School District, I was at 4 different schools, So on different sides of Compton, nigga, I was at Longfellow, nigga, I was at Riles, I was at Ralph Bunch, Anderson. I got to really understand the culture of Compton and the people and the parents, and it was really dope. That part of it was super duper dope. And I did good with them kids, man. For real, man. My kids were reading. My kids were shining. Motherfuckers was... See, like, we had, like, computer labs and shit like that. Well, shit, the teachers wasn't even taking the kids to computer lab and shit. I'm like, damn, it ain't supposed to be on everybody's schedule. We got a slotted time you're supposed to be, and they just not even going. So I made sure I was doing that, man. Staying after school if I needed to, man. I even had the kids over in my crib one time. Oh, man, that is a whole nother story. You're talking about a funk in my crib, nigga. Them kids was running around, jumping around, having so much fun, dude. I felt like I was at a club, nigga. It was wild. Moms was like, damn, you sure you want to do this? It was fun, man. I love them kids. But anyway, man, my kids was doing good, man. And they were improving. And I had this one girl, man. She was like, what did she tell me? She said, Mr. Robertson, I don't like school. I'm like, dang, girl, why you don't like school? She was like, because I just don't know how to read. And I was like, oh, it was like broke my heart that like it's such an achievable thing. And if that's truly the reason why you're not, then there's a disconnect with you learning how to do it. So, man, I took special pride, man, really. And this girl, I'm talking about a 5th grader. I took special time, man, went back to kindergarten, books, level, man, 1st grade. Dude said, just learn this page for me. You know what I mean? Just try this page. And we just started doing that, man. By the end of the year, man, she had her she was, you know, she wasn't reading no War and Peace and shit, nigga, but she was reading and happy and shit. So I was just like, wow, I'm really affecting some little kids' lives. And I'm like young. Had teachers and parents trying to holler at me. Let me tell you, I had beef at the school. I had beef at the school because an office lady and a cafeteria lady both liked me. And I wasn't feeling neither one of them, not even remotely close. But they just had beef going on and shit. It was a trip. And one was calling me Bo and shit. I was like, at that point, I didn't even know what a Bo was. I was like, what the fuck is are you saying boy? What the fuck are you saying? She was say I was her Bo. The other one would be so you're supposed to like walk your kids through the lunch line. Like everybody responsible for their kids, you know what I mean? So my kids would be cool or whatever. Kids be acting wild, but my group would be like on point, nigga. So they was all impressed every time my kids come in. They'd be like, look at Mr. Robertson kids, blah, 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 blah. And homegirl used to give me little notes and shit. I'd be like, damn, man. And like one time she gave me like her number. Well, she used to give me notes like saying like, good job and shit. Saying bullshit or whatever. I think she thought that was flirting. But then one day, so I said, you know what, man, I ain't taking no more notes from this homegirl, man. That's what I said in my head, right? So on that day, she gave me her number. She was trying to give me her number. And I didn't really know it was her number. So I was like, nah, you know what? I shouldn't take anything else from you or some shit like that. And then when she was pulling it back, I could tell it was her number. And I was like, I kind of just, And it was weird. And she like turned around and I was like, that was fucked up how I just like, I don't know. She was rejected. And then look, from then on, there was drama in the fucking cafeteria. Chicks used to give me tater tots and shit. Nigga, I wasn't supposed to get no food and shit. Nigga used to get tater tots and little milks and shit. Nigga was getting nothing, nigga. So I'm like, oh man, it was rough. They was all working together. Then the homegirl in the office. Oh man, that was another whole thing. Like I used to get love in the office, and then my office love got shut down. Then I learned at an early age, like, man, you can't mess with nobody at your job, man. That shit is not a good idea. Because when it don't work out, you got to see them motherfuckers tomorrow. Nigga, and they ain't going to like it. You can't be like, can bygones be bygones? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. I know I'm rambling about this teaching, but it was cool, man. It was really special, man. And shit. For me, being 22, people complain about the money, but I thought the money was good. I was like, damn, nigga, I'm making this much? And I was getting out at 2:15. And like, what's a trip is you're supposed to like stay behind and do your like lesson plans and shit. Nigga, I walked the kids to the gate, nigga, and keep walking. I wasn't taking it serious. See, that's the whole thing about it. Really how I peeled out of it, because I wasn't built for it. I wasn't built for it, man. And I love the kids and I love the interaction and I love what I did for them. But I just knew, man, that like I wasn't in it all the way, man, and it wasn't fair. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's how I felt and shit, man. But I felt like I changed their lives and shit. For the better. I mean, you know, just a little small piece, you know what I mean? That one teacher type motherfucker. Anyway, that's my school story. So what happened after Compton is the state took over. Niggas wasn't giving me no classroom, and I switched to LA Unified. And I worked at this school called Longfellow, Loma Alta. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Over there by like Word on Wheels and shit over there. And man, that shit was a whole nother world, man. I was like, wow. It was so nice and organized, and niggas had programs. And after, like, nigga, in Compton, I was the after school program, nigga, if I was gonna stay after school and shit, nigga. Just come to my class and y'all, I'll put the TV on, put some manipulatives down on the floor. Y'all niggas just stay for a few minutes. You know what I mean? That's the program. Some kids didn't want to go home, man. And some kids had to wait a little extra. Big Mama come in a little later or some shit. But in LA, man, they had so many programs, and it was great, man. I liked it over there, man. So anyway, man, that's my whole teaching experience, man. What else should I talk about, man? What's important in the world today, man? I'm a comedian. I tell jokes. I speak my mind. I think sometimes I do go too far with people. I say shit that I shouldn't say. I should just keep to myself. And it's hard to be uncensored on stage and then go and censor yourself around people. It's a hard transition and shit. So the closer you are to being uncensored on stage, the farther you are away from being like sensitive to people and shit. So, you know, I had somebody recently tell me, you should keep some shit to yourself. You don't have to say everything. So I also think everything's funny, by the way. And that also sometimes is a problem. But anyways, I would say that I feel like I've always fucking been this way, man. Like since kindergarten. I was a clowning ass motherfucker. Head Start and shit. Elementary, junior high. Elementary school, nigga, I used to have that little seat that used to be in the corner and shit. Nigga used to have the desk in the corner, away from everybody, or like right next to the teacher, nigga. That shit was crazy. I remember one year, nigga, in the third grade. Some of y'all listeners know, man, my homie Big Psych, late homie, rest in peace. We was in third grade class together. So look, when I first moved to the school, I was sitting right next to this fool, right? And he was saying something. No, I was talking. He was like, shut up. And I was talking. He was like, man, she gonna light your hands up. And I was like, what the fuck is that, right? And the teacher, Miss Tyree, I don't even know if she's alive or not. That was her name, goddammit. She heard him say that from across the room and came over there with a ruler and lit this nigga's hands up. Like right before my eyes. And look, the back of the hand. And made him put his hand out. Put that hand out. I was like, what the fuck? So, nigga, I was getting my hands lit up by Miss Tyree for a full year. And I was bad in that class. And I remember the reason I bring this up is because there was one time, man, that niggas was going to a field trip and shit. We was whale watching. And niggas had to bring, you know, dress properly because it'd be cold on the water. So I had my beanie on and my windbreaker and gloves. They told us all the stuff. Bring crackers in case you get seasick. And oh man, it was the most exciting day of my life, man. Going to see some whales, get on a boat. Niggas get to school. Niggas start lining up for the bus. She was like, you and y'all not going. Oh god damn. You know how crushing that was? And this nigga blamed me. I'm like, dude, I don't even. I was crying, man, so hard, man. It was crazy. So I always been this way, man. I don't even know what to say. So I made classrooms laugh. I made auditoriums laugh. Movies, Shit, man. So anyway, that's why I do this shit, man. So somebody call, man, 323-293-3375. Ask me a question, man. Something. Talk about my flyer, man. That flyer is hot as shit. I made that shit in my living room. So basically, I'm into lighting and shit like that, photography, bingo, bam, boom, bam. So I was like, I gotta have some hot shit. Niggas gotta know what my get down is. So I got my microphones and act like they was my twin Glocks and shit. I put the cords around my neck like it's like the bullets. You know what I'm saying? How niggas had a rifle and they had a bullets. That represented my bullets. The mic stand represented my rifle and shit. You know what I mean? My AK or whatever. So I'm holding that shit like an AK, but I got a smile on my face. And I got close enough to the window to get that lighting like that, and my son snapped it. Then I just put the words on it, man. This shit is hot. So it was a trip because this homegirl that I know, actually two homegirls, that I saw at this spot, you know, we started having a couple of drinks. They started telling me how sexual my flyer is. I never considered that. Oh, I got a caller? Ha ha! Hey, caller! I'm not trying not to sound too excited. Oh, up, caller. What's up, caller?
Hey, caller. That's me.
Oh.
Sorry. I have a question.
Hey, who's this?
This is Leslie.
Leslie. How's it going, Leslie? What's up?
I'm good. Listen, in your story about becoming a teacher, it was a great story and very inspirational. You buried the lead.
I buried the leaves?
Yes. You mentioned working at the airlines and somebody there giving you a formula for something that would help you pass a drug test.
Yes.
Can you get a little bit more detail about that? And please tell your listening audience what that formula is.
Well,
in case they have a drug test they might need to pass.
Let me tell you this. The reason I didn't say what it was is because it is no longer fail-proof. And let me explain. So what you have to do is, if you smoke weed today and you got to take a test tomorrow, there's no way you can get it out of your system. Okay? Period. Okay. There is not a way. Okay. So what you try to do is make it so it can't be detected. Okay? Okay. So you've got to basically drink things that make it so you can't detect it, basically, right? So anyway, here's the regimen. First things first. Something's got to have acid in it. So it's got to be like cranberry juice or lemonade, something like that, right? Okay. So, and you got to drink a lot. Like, this is not some normal shit. Like, have a cup. No, you got to get like a quart and shit. So I got this big ass quart. Drink that shit. Then you have to do a lot of sweating. So you got to like get on a treadmill. You got to like open your pores and shit, right? So you got to run, get on a treadmill. I sat in the tub, let it steam up and shit or whatever. Not in the tub, but like on the edge of the tub, you know what I'm saying? In the shower. Let it steam up. Start sweating. That's important as well. Okay. Then the most important thing you got to do is not let the sample that you give be the first urine of the day. Your first piss of the day, don't let it be that. Okay. Because that has spent all night pulling things out of your system. You know what I mean? And it's present there. Okay. So you want to when you first wake up, use the bathroom and drink more cranberry juice and shit. Okay. And then before you get to the spot, use the bathroom again. Okay? Like at Burger King or some shit like that, you know, or fellas, you know, side of the road and shit. I mean, you might want to do side of the road, but I don't know. You might not. Anyway, use the bathroom again. So then when you get there to the place in front of the person, you be like, dang, man, I can't go. And then they'll even give you water, which will further help to dilute the sample that you're going to give them. And when you give them the sample, it's not that it's not there. It's just not enough in the sample to detect it. Because some little minute amounts are allowable because the same kind of substances are in like poppy seed muffins and different shit like that. So some pieces of it is allowable. So it's got to be so much within a sample to say like, oh, it's positive. That's what you got to do.
All right, so there's the sweating part. So how long do you have to sweat? Like a half an hour or so? Or how long would you guesstimate is a good...
It's a good long sweat.
Yeah.
I would say as long as you're sweating, you know what I mean? Get a good sweat in, just where you feel like... You know how you sweat and then you... Like, you're not going to sweat forever. Like, you'll sweat and then it'll kind of stop and then it turns kind of salty on your skin and shit. You ever had that?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you're done. You know, once you get to that level, it's like, okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. Like, I even did this. Now, see, this shit works, right? Like, there was another time where I went to the Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl 1999, went to Outkast concert and shit. It was crazy. You can imagine. So, literally, the next day, I was at this job I was doing, right? And, man, it was a coincidence because they did random shits rarely. Niggas pulled up on the street and they had this big-ass Winnebago type shit in the parking lot. You didn't even have to go to another clinic. Niggas had pulled the motherfucker right up to the spot, right? So I'm like, oh, man, it caught me way off guard with this shit. So I went inside, used the bathroom majorly, went to the vending machines, got all the cranberry juices they had in that motherfucker and was just like, And then they gave me my time and I made myself like real late for my time and shit, like an hour or something. And by the time I went in there, man, and I did my full regimen and everything and fucking passed, dude. It's fucking crazy, man. It works. But the reason why I say it doesn't really work anymore because the tests are way more advanced now. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying is like the 90s and shit. Right now, if your shit is diluted, like what I'm saying, they consider that a false positive, which means like, yeah, we couldn't find nothing there, but your shit is too diluted, man. So we looking at that like a positive anyway. Like most places are doing that now. So it's like, damn, that shit don't work no more. So that's why I didn't want to say it so people would be like, oh, I could pass. And then you don't.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
But thanks for calling me and drilling into such a thrilling topic.
Thanks, Mike.
Hi. Bye. I love it, man. That shit is a trip, man. It's funny. Dewan put out some good knowledge like a year ago, man, that said when weed is legalized in California, it's going to be worse. It's not going to be better. And I argued him to death, man, but it seems like it's not better, man. It's weird. Like, now it's like real laws on the books of what you can't do. Before, it was just assumed and niggas overlooked it. And I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, man, honestly. But hopefully it gets better. What else, man? I have so many stories I could tell. I was just blanking out on my subjects and shit. I don't know, man.
Are you going to do crime?
Did I ever do any crime? Oh! Dang, man, I had stuff to share, man, and I just totally forgot about it. All right, y'all, it's time. Dun, 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 dun. Time for a section of Is it a crime that I miss you? Is it a crime, y'all? This fool here, Ray Caruth, NFL Ray Caruth, seeking custody of his son that he tried to kill. Do y'all remember this? This nigga tried to kill his son, his baby mama and his son, and he was unsuccessful. And now the nigga want custody? What the hell, man? That is a crime all day. What, you want a second chance, nigga? What, you want to try again, motherfucker? You think people are going to turn their backs? You lost all your privileges, man. This right here is a crime all day. The only way it could not be a crime, I don't even know how it could not be a crime. That shit is a crime. Ray Caruth, man. So, niggas be thinking they got rights and they ain't even earn their rights and shit, man. You lost your rights, homie. Oh, now this shit right here, man. is crazy. Somebody tell me, man, is this a crime? Transgender boy wins girl state wrestling title for the second time. What the fuck, man? When is this shit gonna stop? Look, this girl is turning into a boy or has turned into a boy, and they're saying, well, she's a girl, so she's got to wrestle the girls. And she all like testosteroned up and what do they call them? Steroided up and shit. Look at her, man. It's crazy, man. And she's serving these girls up, man, whooping them up, man. Like, dude, it's too many gray areas, dude. To me, like, if you want to do all this changing shit, man, like, have at it, man. But that don't mean you still get to do everything, man, that unchanged people do, man. Motherfucker, niggas is doing shit they didn't change, man. Girls want to wrestle girls, man. Girls don't want to wrestle your big ass. Girls don't want to get tackled and slammed and get their arms broke off by your masculine-looking ass, goddamn. And look, if you ain't a boy yet and you can't wrestle with the boys, you can't wrestle. You can practice. You can do push-ups and shit like that. And when you get your full boy certification, you can then go wrestle boys and see how your shit fares then. Though you look like you probably still could serve some boys up and shit, honestly. Is it a crime? This nigga Trump reportedly wants drug dealers to face the death penalty. Oh, damn, that means all your friends, homie. This nigga's all his friends is in pharmaceuticals and this and that, man. Y'all the drug dealers, man. Yeah, goddamn it. Start off your OxyContin friends and shit. Your Percocets and your goddamn all them shits, man. Nigga, where they at? Where's the pharmacist? Where's the pharmacy? You know what I'm saying? You want to send a weed smoker to the death chair? But see, here's the thing, guys. The reason why I don't talk about Trump that much is because I'm not convinced that this nigga even means all this shit that he says, man. Honestly, I'm not, man. And I'm not going to get drawn into this dumb shit, dude, that he says, man. He don't even care enough, man, to be saying the shit he says. Oh, yeah, I'm going to run into school unarmed myself. Blah, blah. Man, it's just stupid, dude. He doesn't even... Man, he's still on the apprentice as far as he's concerned, man. He's running game on all y'all. Anyway, is it a crime? Hell yes, a crime. Get these nuts, Trump. All right, next one. Shock crime. This is crazy, man. I don't even know what to say about this, but New York City mother went shopping at Victoria's Secret with a dead baby in her purse, man. Oh, is that shit crazy? So basically what happens is she was pregnant, went into a department store, had a baby in a dressing room, some shit like that, and put the baby in her purse. Like the baby didn't live or something, I don't know. But put the baby in her purse, man, and started shopping. And people noticed it because it was a smell. And they were like, what the fuck is that smell? And maybe if people had babies before, maybe they could know the smell. I don't know. But then they caught her ass, man. That shit is a crime. That is crazy, man. Some people just need their ass whooped, man. Some people don't need regular punishments like, dude, you're going to do 30 days here and you're going to do this. No, some people just need their ass whooped and be dragged and shit. And treat it just like that baby in that purse, man. Put that bitch in a purse. Carry her around till she stank. All right, next one. Stupid. Next one. Is it a crime? Iowa grants gun permits to the blind. I don't even know if I think that's a crime. That might not be a crime. It's some dumb shit to do, but it's not really a crime. Because if I was blind, I would want to be able to have a gun and like just back myself into the corner if I hear somebody coming to my room or in my house and just start letting off. So I would say that this one is not a crime. Now, there's got to be, I don't know how you could like, I don't know, man. It's kind of close to a crime because, goddamn, what you shooting at? I feel like you'll get shot up, but I feel like a blind person should be able to have a gun. Hell yeah. Goddamn. If anybody need a gun, they do. But then like somebody could take that motherfucker real easy and just get you with it too. They'll be like, I'm over here. And be like over here, like, give me that gun. Sometimes I laugh at myself. Nah, anyway, I think that's not a crime. I don't know. Do I have another one? Oh, that was it? Oh, man. Yeah, there's a lot of crimes going on around here. Oh, man, like that damn Des Bryant catch. I tell you, that was a goddamn crime. Shit. Y'all been tripping off how cold it is in L.A.? Man, it's cold as shit out here, man. It's like a different kind of cold. It's been cold here before, but there's like a level of crispness to the cold. I don't know, man. I have one of those heaters too, man, that's like the shit either get too hot or it's too cold, man. Ain't no in between on that motherfucker. And I be trying to like slightly nudge the little bar and shit, like. And you know, like, I don't know, man. It's hard to get. I be burning up and shit. Go to bed with pajamas on and be taking them motherfuckers off one piece at a time. Oh, man, fucking stupid, man. But nah, it's really cold, man. But other people in other places are looking at this shit and saying, like, nigga, police, nigga. It ain't cold, nigga. Nigga, it is cold. It's California cold, man. The coldest shit in California is the Bay Area. How about that? Is that right, poetess? The poetess? In the summertime, it's kind of...
It's about the same.
It's about the same? Oh, is it? I beg to differ. No. I go back and forth. I've been very frosty at that motherfucker. But like today, it's cold. Like, I don't know if it's been that cold up there. I don't know. I think the sun takes longer to come out in the Bay. But in Oakland, it's better. Oakland weather is better than San Francisco weather, I think. Because it's less overcast and shit. Like I know. I have been there a lot though, but they do have some good ass herbals. And niggas will jack you if you're in the wrong street. Oakland is cool though. The lake and shit is so cool. I like, what is it? Lake Merritt? Is that what it is? Man, that shit is so much flavor, man. Do a little run around or a little bicycling. Man, shit. All that whole area all up through there, man, is nice, dude. Just walking through them hills and shit, man. I love it up there. Anyway, man, this is, I don't know. We rambling. This is Mike Robertson Boulevard. Whatever's clever, baby. Hey, look, I'm at the J Spot in 2 weeks, though, on Friday. 2 Fridays from now. That's going to be cracking. My man DeJuan Brown is there tonight, opening for Paul Mooney. I don't know if he's on the show tomorrow night, but I think he probably would be because they're back tomorrow night. So y'all check out the J Spot. Want to say, where else am I? I don't know. Club near you. Anyway, Mike Robertson. Thanks, the poetess. And thanks, caller. And I will see y'all next week, man. Love y'all. Mike Robertson Boulevard. Holla back. You know it.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.